Hey guys, Board Bob here. So we are back with Factorio Space Exploration. Um, so what we're going to do is something a little different today. I went around and I checked my map and made sure. Oh, it must be oil or something. Yeah, it's oil. Okay, I went around and I made sure my map was all up to date and all of my walls were repaired and things like that. Went around, did a repair run. And we got things going pretty much here. They will babysit themselves. We got our, our planetary defense and what have you. We do have a coronal mass coming in 1 day and 22 hours, give or take. But we're all set up for that. That should be just fine. One more thing I do want to check. Because we are getting low over here. So let me see. Yeah, we got 20k of uranium left there. I think we might want to change that train to the other uranium pickup. So let us do that real quick. Let's take a look and see how we're standing on uranium and on fuel right now, just for curiosity's sake. Our raw uranium is good. We're good here. Yeah, we're good on fuel and stuff, but you know what? I don't know how long we're going to be. We're going to go on a little bit of a trip. So let's do this. Let us go to our trains, and we're going to change our asset pickup and drop off. We're going to we're going to add a station to this, and we're going to add asset to drop off, and we're going to wait for that cargo to be emptied, and then we are going to get rid of asset drop off 1 for the time being, and we should see that leave that station. That's what we want to do. We want to see it go down there, and now that'll start delivering down there. Now we also want to do the same thing with uranium. We want to add a station, and we're going to go uranium to pickup, and we're going to wait until full, and we're going to get rid of pickup 1, right? So that one's going to leave and come back here, and then it's going to go pick up. So there we go. So now we should be all prepped for them to do their thing and do what they need to do to keep our uranium supplies up and running. So we should be good to go with that. So now let's go do something real kind of interesting and kind of fun, shall we? So what I have done, and you notice I have no inventory right now. The reason I have no inventory, and I better have it there, yeah, there it is because, like I said, I made a base in a box. So if we hover over this, we can see that storage for a rocket, a cargo rocket, is 500 stacks. Whatever a stack constitutes, whether it's 50 or 20 or 10 or whatever, we get 500 stacks. Over here we have 500 stacks. The warehouse will take 768 stacks total. We have 500 stacks. What do we have in here, Bob? We have an entire base, pretty much, with a few exceptions that we've got over here. We have an entire base. All of our power production, all of our smelting, all of our mining, all of our everything. Not 100%. Where's our? Yeah, there's our miner. Not 100%, but certainly enough to get us going. And what I did, basically, to be honest, is I just took a blueprint of this, and I took the numbers off of it, and I filled that sucker up with that plus a little bit. So we have a blueprint of this base. We have everything that's in it, what have you, in here. So what we're going to do, and is we're going to transfer it over here. Let's do this though. Let's put that guy there so that we can do that. Right? 500. It is now completely full. Alright, so then let us grab all of this stuff. This is enough to build us a return rocket. And then this is fuel. There we go. Logistics, we're going to take advantage of our trash slots because we don't have a logistics setup right now. And there we go. Now we have, what, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 more slots that we could fill. The question is, do we want to fill them? I don't know, to be honest with you. I think we're going to grab at least another stack of solar or two. Oops, we did not want to do that. We don't want to grab anything extra. So we grabbed some batteries. We don't want those batteries. Let's put them where they don't belong, or where they belong, whatever. Alright, close enough. We'll dump these extra 3 in there. Let us grab, I'm thinking we're going to grab some extra miners. Let's grab some extra miners. Miners are always handy. Right? Let's grab some extra telephone poles because we're going. They don't have wood. Okay, let's grab, let's say, an extra stack of factories. Let's grab a couple of extra stacks of belts. Yeah, let's grab. Nah, you know what? Let's leave one space. Let's leave one space. We also have a tank. The reason we're going to leave one space is we're going to do this. We're going to go over here and I'll show you what we're going to do. Let's go on up here. And because I blueprinted this whole thing, there are certain things we're not going to want in this blueprint. There is no sense with the science stuff or the science itself, and I know some of that is still in this blueprint. So we don't want to immediately start making the blueprint, which is why I left that extra spot. Because what we're going to do is we're going to do this. If you'll notice, I have 3 nano emitters down here. We're going to take the ammo out of one of them, okay? And we're going to turn off our personal roboport. That way the bots won't immediately start building. All right, so there we go. There's that. Now, where are we headed? And the reason I'm turning the bots off is because I don't know where we're going to place this thing. I don't want to start filling stuff up, etc., till we get there and get settled. One thing I do want to do, exit this. Let me see something. Okay. So we've got some chests that we can put down to put our stuff in. Alright, because if you look at, well, let's do this first. Where are we going? So what I did is I sorted this by threat levels, all the 0 threat levels. And then I turned off planet orbits, I turned off moon orbits, I turned off asteroid belts and asteroid fields. So the only thing, you know what, we can get rid of stars too, because that doesn't really matter right now. Alright, so the only thing we've got showing right now are planets and moons, right? So that's the whole point. We want to land somewhere. So I want to do it someplace where there's no biters, right? So we've turned off the biters. Now let's look at the problem with that. If there's 0% biters, what we're looking at is robot interference of plus 10. If we go and if we go back and we resort this, which I'm not going to do right now, the lowest is like a 0.12, right? The highest is in the 10 point something range. So these are the highest interference planets for bots. And what that means from what I've read is high winds and things like that. And that's also why the threat level is at zeros. Apparently there's a correlation in this mod between high winds and low biter counts. The higher the wind, the lower the biter count, etc., etc. So in order to get zeros, we got to go to these high wind places. So then we can go to these 3%ers and what have you. So the question now becomes, where do we go? What's going to give us the most stuff? Now, if you'll notice over here, I've prioritized some places. And the reason I did that is because if we look at those prioritized ones, right, priority number 1 is where we live. Priority number 2, these are the places that offer us, I thought, the most stuff that we don't have on the planet we are currently on, right? So that was how I started to sort these. Now, this one has cryonite, vitamin melange, and that's it, right? This one has homolite, and that's pretty much it. This one has iridite, and that's pretty much it. This one has vitamin melange, and that's it. This one has vulcanite, homolite, and that's it, right? So this one and this one are our 2 possibles because of what they have. Now, I do know we are already using vulcanite in some of our stuff. I don't know what else vulcanite does, so you know, we'll see. So allows. So let's do something here. Can we can change that to a 3, change that to a 3, change that to a 3. So that's the 2s and that's the 3s. So there we go. So now we can look at these 2 side by side and see what they got. So I think these are our 2 that we're really going to kind of shoot for. But now here's the thing. Look at our solar. 23%, 112%. We're probably going to want to go with solar. I don't really want to use a whole lot of water on this planet, because if you notice, this planet is, well, it says waterless, deserts, treeless, etc. And treeless is why we're taking poles with us, because it is treeless. Now this other one is frozen puddles, treeless, moist, colorful mountains. If we look at the surface of this one and we look at the map, okay, we don't have the map. This one does have, it is broken up, what have you. Alaz is not bad. Now it's that brown with the red in it, but of course there's no biters. There is a lot of cliffs, you know, and what have you, but it's got quite a few resources. I mean, it's got a lot of iron on it, and it's got a lot of this vulcanite. And vulcanite seems to be something that we're going to want. That was the first thing we went after on our own planet using core samples. So ultimately, I think we're going to go for 2 planets. We're going to go for these 2 planets. But first, I think we're going to go for Nilaus. So that's where our goal is to begin with. So and that's kind of how I figured it out. Was the vulcanite was kind of my deciding factor on that. We'll use the vulcanite and what have you. So now we got all our stuff. Can we pick up? Let's do something here. Let's put this down. We want to pick this up, and we want to put it in with our other ones. We're taking some warehouses with us, right? Might as well take some with us. We're going to take those with us too. I think we have room in there for them. Don't we have room in there for them? I thought we had room in there for them. Maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Oh, are they in my... No, they're not there. I thought... Yeah, okay, stacks of 50, so we're full. Alright. So there we go. So we got everything we can possibly take. And we've got everything that makes up this base. Now, there are certain things that I am taking with me in my character pack. The cargo silo and the cargo landing pad. Because if I lose them, I'm screwed. Same thing goes for solid rocket fuel. That's our trip home. These are our rocket home. Now I know from experience of having gone up to space that I get the capsule back. Between the capsule and these, I can make a rocket if I have the silo. I need the refinery to be able to fuel it, and I need the fuel. So everything that we need to get back in case we do an oh shit, we have in hand. So that's the whole point of me doing what I did there. So let's give this a shot, guys. Let's make sure this is set to Nilaus, and we're going to change this to none general vicinity because we don't have a pad. Now that's going to be a little different than what I was talking to somebody in the comments about. In their playthrough, what they do is they send out the absolute minimum to begin with. Yeah, I know. Life support, blah, blah, blah. We're going to a planet. I'm not going to take the life support with me. That may be a mistake. We may get there and find out, oh crap, and die. I don't know. But I'm going to assume a planet, we don't need the life support. Now, it's a lot more rocket fuel. We had to calculate the rocket fuel out and what have you. But anyway, what he does is he sends a rocket with the minimum stuff, basically the landing pad and what have you. Because there is a percentage chance of this being destroyed, right? Cargo safety is 96%. Unique items, though, are never lost, so that's okay. So 4%, possibly 5% of our stuff is going to get destroyed. I took a little bit extra. You always figure 10% extra for construction. For cost overruns and things like that. So hopefully, even if we lose some, we still have enough. He says what he does is he takes just the absolute bare minimum. He takes himself a landing pad, and then he calls back and has another rocket sent with all this stuff that lands on the landing pad. We are going to take a different route. In for a penny, in for a pound. So you guys ready? Let's go do this. And we are off. Okay. So what happens is we lose the ship. but we keep the cargo pads. 1, 2, 3 pods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pods. Okay, and they each have stuff in them. All right, they each have part of our stuff in them. We may have lost a few things, but that's the way it goes. Everything else ends up being scrap on the ground, and we have to pick it up. Now, let us put down a chest. Let's take a look first at the map, see where we are. We are right here, right? So, oh, there's that SOS thing. Let's go check out the SOS thing real quick. What the hell? There it is. SOS. Yeah, walls. That's back home. Who cares? So there you go. We got some extra concrete. We got some extra bricks or something, I guess, right? Now, because we have the ruins mod on, this planet is supposed to be a quote-unquote waterless planet. But because we have the ruins mod turned on, I think that we may find that there may be some water on this planet. There's some right there. So what happens is it calculates everything else, and then it dumps down the ruins mod. So if we go up here, this is a ruins location. We got ourselves a little bit of water. But the reality is, if you look at this map, there is no water per se on this map. So if you're playing this map without the ruins mod or without some way of making water, there's not going to be any water on these planets. Now the core mining will give you a tiny bit of water, but the other thing we have, and we brought some up with us, is we have water landfill. We did the water landfill mod, but what I notice about this place is there is a crap ton of cliffs, and we need to put this blueprint down somewhere. The other thing I want to check out is I want to see if this edge is really an edge, and we don't have biters to worry about. Let's take a walk just for shits and giggles before we kind of get settled here. We don't have any biters at all on this planet. Is that oil? That's oil, right? There's an oil patch. Okay, nice. So we got oil. So that was why I wanted as much solar as I could, because I don't want to use what little bit of water we're going to have up on power generation. We're not going to make a nuke plant here. It just doesn't make sense. We don't have the water for a nuke plant, right? Without bringing in a lot of water landfill. And we did bring some because, you know, cheaty or not cheaty, we brought some anyway. Yeah, you go away. Man, it's nice having personal lasers now. I want to go to the edge of the planet and see if there's an actual edge. And I want to see how they did an actual edge. Kind of cool looking, huh? Little lava pools. I guess you can walk over them, but they're kind of neat looking. But it is nice being on a planet that has 0 biters, because we don't have to worry about this place getting attacked at all. Which means we don't have to put up any walls, we don't have to put up any lasers, etc., etc. We can wander around naked in our backyard if we wanted to, and no one would be the wiser. This is... look at all that vulcanite. Per key. How much further we gotta go? Oh, we're almost there. Alright, cool. So there's a few things that we can pick up around here. Oh man, that looks like it was whatchamacallits and they're destroyed. Oh well. But these are, I'm seeing some new things in the ruins mod that didn't used to see. So that's kind of cool. And it's kind of cool that some of them are busted now. Okay, here we are. Here's the edge of the planet. Okay, we can't go no further. Cool. Okay, so the edge of the planet is a hard edge. That's cool. So yeah, it looks like the Ruins mod, I guess, is now updated with some busted ass stuff, which is cool. But it's also got some new configuration stuff. I'm guessing that's what that all is. For, you know, I mean, it makes sense. It's the mod I'm running. So let's go back over to our landing site and let us put down some chests, because we have no way of picking up or putting down anything else right now because we are full. That's kind of a little late at night to be out riding, joyriding. I guess it's just somebody heading home from work or something. So yeah, so power here is primarily going to be solar. I did bring a single steam power plant just to be safe. So we got a few trees, but none naturally occurring. There shouldn't be any naturally occurring trees here, and there shouldn't be any naturally occurring water here other than the Ruins mods. So that's also a Ruins mod there. Kill that one. So we should be getting close to because we're over next to the SOS. So there's the SOS. So we are oh, there's a crap. Right up here. There we go. There we are. Alright, now, first thing we want to do is we want to get this mess cleaned up so that we can kind of get ourselves organized. So let's go down here. We're going to use the SOS as our landmark. And I know these are wooden chests. They don't hold much. That's okay. We don't care. As soon as we get empty, we can do that. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's not waste our nanobots, shall we? Let's turn this guy on. Let's go back up here and collect up our stuff. And hopefully, of course not. What I'm looking for, I don't know if we can open these and look and see what's in them. Can we? We can't. That one anyway. I'm looking for our warehouses. Yeah, I know, guys. I know. We'll go down here and we'll put this stuff away. Come with me. Papa. Alright. Did any of these have our warehouse in it? And I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. No, those don't. Let's turn him off. Let's go up here. Because what we want first, really, is our warehouse. Not in that one. It's not in that one. It's not in that one. It's not in that one. Well, where's our warehouse? There they are. Alright. So, let's get out of there. The reason we want our warehouse is because we know 99.9% of this crap will fit in our warehouse. So it'll be all in one place. We'll be good to go. Oops. Let's grab our bots. There they are. Turn them back on. Go up here and get the rest of our crap. You guys follow me down here. Come on. I don't know how much stuff we lost in the trip. We will certainly find out at some point. Where'd our bots go again? You know what? Turn you guys off for now. I think it works out better to pick this stuff up by hand, it looks like. Alright. Is that everything? There's all of them. That's that. Let's go back down here. Let's take this stuff out of logistics. Put it in the warehouse. Grab our bots, which probably went all the way down here to the bottom somewhere. There they are. Alright. Let them pick up anything they can, which is nothing. Now we want to pick up the scrap. All the scrap rocket pieces. Not want not, right? A little hard to see that stuff on this what you call it. Alright, so now we got all of our busted ass rocket ship. Looks like I got all of our busted ass rocket ship. Alright. Let's take that back down here and drop it off. Alright, well, give us back our bots. Give us back our bots. What you do with them? There's our bots. And let us grab a couple of things. Let us grab those that we are still going to leave out for now. Now, the reason I did 3 of these nano emitters is because that way I could put 3 sets of nano emitter ammo in here and not have to put them in my inventory. That freed me up those 3 slots of ammo, or of inventory spaces for when I went down here. Alright, so next we want our blueprints, right? And I think that's it. Okay, that's all we want for right this second. Now we're going to turn our bots off, open our blueprint book up, and there it is. There's our blueprint for our base. So, let us look at the map here. Now I know this sucker is huge, and I don't want to put it on top of an ore deposit. So where do we want to put it? Where do we have some space that is not on an ore deposit? And I'm thinking ish, potentially. So let us look at something. We want this. Oops, we want to do this. We want this. And where, oh where, oh where, because we don't want to put it on an ore deposit or on an oil deposit. Is that agua there? That might be agua there. We don't want to put it on top of water either. But if we put it here, right, I think we'll be okay. Let's go make sure what that is. I know that's water there, so we want to avoid the water because we don't want to inadvertently use any water that we could potentially use, right? So let us go over here and find out what that is. So it's straight across. Well, if nothing else, even if we don't find any stone patches, we damn sure have enough stone. Okay, so that's water. It's a little patch of water. Oh, and look, there's fish. Oh, it was a fishing thing. Ain't that cute? There we go. We'll grab the fishies. We'll put the fishies in the chest with the rest of the fishies. Alright, so we got a little tiny patch of water there. Right? So can we over top of that one and miss that and miss the oil? What does that look like right there? Is there anything else there? No. So if we put it here, right, we have to take care of these ruins. But if we put it there, and we're gonna rebuild this base. We're gonna move this base around. But just to get us started, we can plop that base down and have ourselves have stuff coming in. We just have to get rid of the cliffs. So we got to get rid of these cliffs, and we got to get rid of these ruins, and then we can plop that sucker right in there and be good to go. Right, so let's get out of map mode, go back over here, and I brought cliff explosives with me. So where are we at? Where did our SOS go? Okay, we gotta go straight across. I brought cliff explosives with me so we can get rid of the cliffs and what have you. So like I say, that this is what I did a little different on this than he did. Was I decided to go ahead and roll the dice, go for broke, and see how it worked out. I figured I was going to lose some stuff, but I figured I wouldn't lose enough that I couldn't replace it. In other words, if one of my building area, if one of my parts of my factory needs, say, 10 assemblers to be completely functional, and I only have 6, well, then I'm partially working until I can build the other assemblers. And if I'm bringing the entire, essentially my entire factory with me to this planet, then I know at some point that it will build enough stuff to replace the losses. Now, one thing I did not bring, and we got to be careful of, I didn't bring any healing packs. So if we get shot up or we step on a landmine, that could be bad. I know we will heal with time, but it takes time. So we got to be aware and try not to kill ourselves on any landmines. Now, the other thing we were talking about, what he does is he sets up his RoboPort network, and then he is able to remotely have, we want to watch there, I think there is a landmine there somewhere, have his bots do his construction and stuff like that for him. So one of the things that we really kind of need to shoot for ultimately is getting our damn our logistics network just in general set up, both here on our new home world and on our already existing world. We need to get those done. Alright, so let us look again and see if we have removed Enoughasis Stuffasis. Looks like we got some cliffs there and there to take care of. I wonder, out of the people that play this, what the general starting place is for most people. I wonder if there is one place where people start their off-planet more than others, other than Navis orbit, which, I mean, that's probably where everybody starts, is Navis orbit. But I wonder if there is a predominantly popular, if you will, place where people start. So we got this cliff here. Right? Now, let's see. That we know is not cliffs, that's stone, and there's like 200 there and 200 there. We're not going to get crazy about 200 stone. So, I think that we have enough stuff removed that if we were to put that down right there, we could. Right? Right. But before we put that down, let us get rid of nature. So let us go over here. And we know it goes all the way down to this water. And then it goes all the way over to here. So let's get rid of nature. And I'm holding on to my set of deconstruction prints so that I know how far out my bots can get, so I can kind of go back and forth in little paths. Now normally I would take whatever stone as we're doing this that I get and I would convert it into landfill. We don't need landfill here. Not on this planet. We do not need landfill. What we do need is another warehouse. put that stuff. Now we don't want to inadvertently put our bots. I think we can get rid of all but one stack of what you call it at this point. That was weird. Phone made a noise I'd never heard it make before. Apparently, I guess one of my apps updated and it now has a new sound or something, because I ain't never heard it make that sound before. So, I'm getting rid of nature first before I put the plant down, because it's easier to do it prior than once the thing is laid down and all the buildings are in the way and all of that crap. We'll just completely clear out the patch first. This is actually going a little longer than what I expected to do. We're up to 50 minutes at this point. Time flies. And the reason I brought my nanobots along with my regular bots is because if you remember, this place has a rating of 10.6 or something like that for bots. I wasn't sure how that was going to affect them. As far as I thought it affected them like on speed and things like that, but it doesn't seem to be bothering them too much, other than maybe they run out of power faster. I don't know. But I'm going to assume that if you have the mod that like provides wear and tear on your bots, that it probably wears them out faster. In other words, they break sooner. Alright. Rather than going back right now, we will put down another warehouse. I want to get all this clearing done so we can put down this blueprint. Trying to do it with bots because I know it's faster with the bots to let them do a whole square than it is for me to go rock to rock to rock and pound on rocks. Except for these ones where they gotta send multiple, trips for the large boulders that have pieces left. But as long as we have power, bot power, I'm going to use the bots. I think it's faster. Three more up there. Come on, guys, hurry up. Daddy needed a new pair of shoes. Come on. Oops. We didn't want to do that, or that, or that, or that, right? Everything else we want to keep. No, we don't want it in there. We want it up there. That, okay. We're getting close. Come on, guys. Wait a minute, did we leave a bunch of bots? Because it's only 3 bots. Why? Where's the rest of our bots? Oh, there they are. Huh. There we go, that's better. 3 bots, we'd have been here all night. Try to help them out as much as we can. Now it's funny when I play not like the space exploration mod like I'm playing right now, but when I play what is sort of a vanilla game, but I add alien biomes just for the fun of it, just for the variety. This particular biome I avoid when I'm doing my pre-gen for my maps. I avoid this biome. And the reason I avoid this biome because this all looks like biters on the fly. When you're looking, it just looks like biters. So I tend to avoid this biome because I just don't want to screw with my mind. That stuff up for you. wow, that was quick. Alright, we'll put down another one. We'll have to go back and pick up those warehouses, but we can do that with no problem. I just want to, I don't want to stop the bots from gathering stone. Should be pretty close. Certainly hope so, because we're almost out of bot power. And I don't want to waste nanobots on this. Like I say, I brought the nanobots because I wasn't sure how this whole robot interference thing was going to mess with the robots, and I figured nanobots would probably fare better because they're treated like projectiles, I guess, in a way, or they seem to be. So I thought that that might allow them to function better in a bad environment. But these guys seem to be doing just fine. So I don't. You know what? Let's get these other trees. Might as well get them while we're here. So it doesn't seem to be bothering these guys. This hostile to robots environment. Alright, almost done. Alright, let's go back over here, drop off this warehouse, and drop off everything on our storage. We'll grab these other two warehouses up and move them. At least this isn't a sand planet. This is a hard packed surface of some sort that we're able to move a little better in. So that's kind of nice. Alright, let's go get these other two warehouses. They show up on the little map as blue dots, as fairly good sized blue dots. You know what? I should have used my logistics trash trick, but I didn't. Oh well. One more trip and we're done. And then we can lay down our blueprint, guys. Now we're going to turn off our bots when we lay down our blueprint. And the reason we're going to do that is because, like I say, there are things that are in our blueprint that we don't necessarily want to build. Like the science packs. We don't need them. So we don't need to waste the resources on science pack building. We don't need to waste the resources on laser turret building because we don't need laser turrets. So once I get this thing laid down, I'm going to go through, and I'm going to do it off camera. I'm not going to do it on camera and waste my time, waste you guys' time. I'm going to go through the blueprint off camera, and I'm going to clean up the blueprint. Alright, so we're going to turn that off. Grab this. You know what? Put it down until we get over here. It slows us down. It does not like us to do that. See how much we slow down? So let's just walk over here. And I just want to get someplace to where I can open the map up and maneuver this around to where it fits. And I think that's a pretty decent spot there. Keep in mind, down here where our oil is, I wasn't sure where my oil was going to be hooked up, so I took it out of the blueprint. If you notice, I also took out the smelting that was supposed to be up there. Same deal. And I did already take out, if you look just below where the oil patch is, I did take out the labs. I just haven't taken out the manufacturing for the sciences. So I think that's going to be a decent spot right there. And if we go into, isn't it? Oh, wait a minute. Inventory. Where's my? All right, hang on. Because I'm in the nav as opposed to. All right, if we go here and then we go E. If we click on me. Is that going to do it for us? No. Ah, there it is. There it is. Okay. So now, if we get out of this. Oh, did it move? It moved. Yeah, see? I think it's going to be in the wrong spot. Yeah, it's going to be in the wrong spot. Damn it. Yeah. Damn it. Not what I wanted to do. These really large blueprints, it's really hard to place them properly. I was hoping I was going to be able to do it outside of the, or in the map menu, and it's not letting me. There we go. There's what I wanted to do there. Now where the hell did my where the hell did my blueprint go? What the actual? N. Where did my blueprint go, guys? What the actual hell? That's a weird little glitchy thing. Alright, let me see something here. Maybe blueprint library, gameplay. What the hell? Wow. That's a problem, guys. Alright, you know what? Let's try something here. Navis, view surface, map. Can we do this? Can we do something here? Can we do this? N. Navis, view surface. Right? Currently viewing. Alright, we want to view surface, Navis. Map. If we're too far out, we can't blueprint because it's trying to move it. Well, what the shit, guys? And I know I didn't drop the damn thing. It deleted the damn blueprint. Alright, well, you know what we're going to do? And I hate to say it, we're not going to be able to do it this time around. We're here, but I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to cheat the system a little bit because that's bullshit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to revert to an old save. And I am going to make a blueprint from the old save. And I'm going to save that blueprint in my game blueprints. And then we'll come back to this game in the next episode and we'll set this factory up. That, I know I did not delete it. All I did was I changed this to a non-tree one. I did not delete that blueprint. So that's a glitch in the game. We are going to go ahead and rectify that glitch and then come back in the next episode and fix that issue, because that's BS in my opinion. And I'm certain that we didn't accidentally drop it, because if I do this, it doesn't show up. See, it's not there to be picked up. It's not on the ground at all. If we go to the map, yeah, so it's not something we screwed up. I'm almost certain. We're gonna make sure real quick by going up here. Come on. And completely dragging out. Come on, you guys. Hurry up. Yeah, now see, if it was laying on the ground. Now, apparently, we're somewhere along the lines, we did drop. Or, no, we didn't. It's just those are cliff explosives that we need for. Yeah, so it's not showing up. So clearly, we didn't drop it. So, like I say, we're gonna go fix that, and we're gonna come back. We'll, if nothing else, I'm gonna copy the string and I'm gonna import the string, and we're gonna fix that bullshit. All right, guys. So that's it for now. We'll be back in the next episode, and we'll set the factory down. All right. Bye.